Well, good afternoon, guys. Hope you're doing well. I know some of you did take the October test, and some of you did get your score. Some of you shared it with me. Any comments on the October 18th ACT? The score you guys got, was it what you expected? Less, more? Face-to-face students, online students? What are your thoughts? Again, I don't want to take too much time. What are your thoughts? How many of you here took the test? One, two, three. Okay. How many online took the test? Online students, how many took the test on the October 18th? So we had couple here. Okay. Any comments? Like, did you guys get more than you expected? Less than you expected? Same? What are the thoughts?
I thought science was easy, but it was actually my worst grade.
Yeah, remember remember I was talking about the equate thing, right? If it's an easy test, for every mistake you do, you're going to be hurting a lot more. So we hope is it's like a little tougher test, and you have a better help in the equate process. But the good thing with easy test is if you get all correct, it doesn't even matter at the time. So I felt the September ACT science test, the one my son took, he told it was one of the easiest science tests, and he had gotten one wrong. That's the shrimp one. Remember the shrimp one? But that was most likely not graded. It also depends on the ones you got right might be the ungraded one. You never know. It's hard nowadays to tell. Anybody else? Any comments? Yeah.
I thought it was just kind of strange, like my overall score stayed the same, even though like I had two subjects that dropped by one, and then science stayed the same, and then reading went up by 5, but then my composite was the same. I just thought it was like,
Remember, the science is not included in the composite anymore.
yeah.
But wait a second. You went down one in reading, one in English.
Yes,
So okay, I know the calculation. And then you went up by 5
in reading.
in reading. So you went up by a net of 3 points, right? So 3 divided by 3 is 1 point. But the previous one, whenever you took, had science in it. It was divided by 4.
Okay, that makes more sense, because I was confused how it,
Yeah.
yeah, thank you.
But you said English and math went down by 1.
Yes.
That totally I can attest to that ungraded and graded portion, especially for English. You have and for reading as well. Reading you went well. You went plus 5 points because one passage is not graded. Maybe that's the one you may had a little bit more mistakes. You never know, right? It's hard nowadays to pinpoint where exactly it happened. But you're taking the December test?
Yeah.
Okay, good. How many of you are taking the December test? Okay, quite a bit of students. Online students, how many are taking the December one? Okay, okay, 3, okay. Well, first thing is you guys have to register for the December test if you've not done so. Second, you're left with 5 weeks. You got to start preparing. Okay? Now, just because remember October was just a warm up, right? The remaining 5 weeks, we still have a lot of classes. We'll see what happens. I'm not a person to make any judgment this quick. The good thing about the whole thing was in our it's a fall ACT group class, the highest was a 32. I was at 32. Surprisingly, as you just mentioned, science has been a shocker for me. Many people have not done well. So September was the opposite one. We had like 3 students more than we had 3, one at 36, one at 35, one at 34. But October, I didn't see good science scores. So again, hard to say. But you have to continue your preparation because October we call it as a base test. So we'll see what happens in December test. And I hope you have registered and all those things. But you got to, let me ask you this question. I want you to be honest. Did you prepare everything you should be preparing? And I think this is a message for everybody else. And I want you to be honest. It's a yes or no question. Were you were you like, okay, man, I did everything I can for this test in terms of my preparation?
I did a lot, but probably not everything.
Okay, well, that's good enough. But in December test, I would like you to do a little bit more because it is so damn important to get a good score. Like more I see with the new enhanced ACT what is happening. More and more people are talking about the importance of ACT. It's almost back as pre-COVID levels. When I know there is test optional and everything, but for scholarships, please. And I know he's working on a college. I know John Paul where he's going. He knows what the ACT score, the average ACT score for the school he wants to go. He knows. So it is a pretty easy, clear-cut choice he has to make. So what I'm trying to tell you is 1 year back or 2 years back, I would say like, okay, it's not that of an importance, but now it has come back big time because MIT and Harvard had their first graduating group of the COVID group, where they become test optional, and they had a horrible drop in their GPAs and everything as a college graduates. They see that because it's hard for any college to make a. So let's say you're from Sioux City, right? And let's say somebody's in Texas, okay? And you apply to the college, okay? Both have a 4.0 GPA. How do they know that you are better than her or she's better than you? How would you know? Because they may have a different grading system, different classes. But one thing is common is ACTs and SATs, right? That's why it's called standardized testing. A 28 and a 26 is not a big difference. But a 34 and a 25 is a crazy difference that clearly tells to make the determination. So the grade inflation has not helped you guys. So I just presented to Tri-State Governors Conference to 3 governors. I told them that the national average ACT in the new US has reached the lowest in the last 36 years, 19.4. That's the national average right now. So if you guys want more money, more scholarship, it doesn't matter whether you go to University of South Dakota or you want to go to Harvard. It doesn't matter. If you want more scholarship, it is directly connected to GPA and your ACT scores. If you're applying for top universities, then of course you need ACTs and SATs now. They have come back. So I just really hopefully, I'm glad you said that you've done a good preparation and you can do better. And I really like that. Because some people think that everything should come to them automatically and everything just doing nothing, they should get a 30. Well, I think you should stand in front of the mirror and ask yourself this question: have I done everything I'm supposed to? And if the answer is no, that's 99% of your answer right there. This class will help you, this homework will help you, but the preparation you do at home for the test is crucial. I said when my son took the test, I cannot emphasize, guys, he has done 15 full practice tests. 15. It's not easy, he's busy and stuff, but he knew it's such a big deal. We are actually going to University of Minnesota Tuesday for the first campus visit for aerospace engineering. He's interested in aerospace. And they told us, if you want scholarship, we need to know your ACT scores. So we already have sent them his ACT scores. So we want to know how much money he's going to get if he wants to go there, because it's 14th ranked in aerospace engineering. So again, and I really appreciate you being candid about this, because what we see nowadays, and when I say nowadays, last 12 to 18 months, is there's a defying expectation of a student to excel without doing hardly anything on their part. And I'm a college president, so I see this in college as well. So I hope you can understand from your comment what that means to all of you. Okay, make your effort, That's all you have control on. Then it's up to it's in the God's hands. That's all I say. Okay? All right. Everybody, go and get your calculators and get your book, this book, please. And our next 5 weeks is going to be crucial, especially if you're a junior. Huge deal. Seniors, more huge deal. Please open page 4040. 4040. And I want you guys to tell me how many questions we have done from question number 1 onwards. Can you tell me that? This book, page 40. Are we all on the same page, right? We have done the first 20 questions. Can you confirm that, everybody else? Okay, good. So what we're going to do is we are good. I heard Rikav telling you guys, I'm pressurizing on your time. That's what's going to November is all about. We're going to pressure you on time, okay? So far, we used to tell you how much roughly. Now I'm going to tell you how much time you have to finish those 10 questions, all right? So you're going to do 21 to 30, okay? And I know how much time I know this test well. We're going to give you 9 minutes, but if you're going to use more than 9 minutes, I'll be concerned, okay? I would rather have you circle a question than to not complete all 30 questions. Your time starts now. 21 to 30, everybody stay focused, get your calculators. Don't get hung up on one question. And I want your full attention on this from now onwards. If you have any question you think you cannot do it or takes time, move on to next one. The goal is not to waste time on one question. really need more time? Just raise it, you've got to be honest. Okay. I'm gonna give you guys 2 more minutes after 9, so you'll have 11 minutes. So go to 11 minutes. All right, 11 minutes. You can see when there's a time crunch, right? The extra pressure that gets added, right? Doesn't matter for you or for me, it doesn't matter. That's the amazing thing about being at standardized testing is that how do you perform under stress? How do you perform under crunch time, right? That's where the practice really kicks in. More you do, like I always tell you guys, you play sports, right? You practice and practice and practice. You've done this so many times, your muscles are built for it, right? This is an automatic reaction. You want to get to that point where you're prepared enough that nothing doesn't matter. You should know exactly what you're doing. Okay, so that's the good and bad of being about time crunch. All right, 21 to 30. And here are the answers: 21 to 30. D, H, B. F, B, G, A, J, B, and 30 is G. Okay. Let me know what questions you want me to do. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
26.
Have 21, 26, 30 so far. Online students, I expect you guys to participate. Yeah. 27.
28.
Do we do 23?
Last call. All right. You guys will be doing 31 to 40. Based on how you guys did 21 to 30, I will be giving you guys 11 minutes from 31 to 40. Your time starts now. Let's go. 11 minutes, so we're gonna go back to these questions first before. So let's start with question number 30. I would like you guys not to worry, it's 11th grade pre-calc stuff. You have to know a lot about trig to know that problem. If you have studied that and you still didn't get it, then I would definitely want you to text me that so that I actually can do the problem for you guys. So who has 30? Okay, I would not worry about 30. I still have to do 23. I was doing these questions. So let's start with 21. 21 is, it's not tough, it's just is a wording, tricky wording. I'm going to read this. A park ranger records the height of a river at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. daily. That's a key thing actually. On Sunday at 7 p.m., the river was at a height 14 feet. So Sunday 7 p.m., 14 feet. The river height fell at a rate of 1.5 feet per day from Sunday at 7 p.m. through Thursday at 7 p.m. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 4 days. It was dropping 1.5 feet per day drop for 4 days. It dropped to 6 feet. It dropped by 6 feet. So Thursday, 7 p.m., the guy measured, the park ranger, it's at now 8 feet. Then it says at that time, okay? Then the rain starts, causes the water to rise at a constant rate of 3 feet per day. So 8 feet on Thursday, 7 p.m., 3 feet by 1 day, that's Friday 7 p.m., that's 11 feet. Another 3 feet, Saturday 7 p.m., 14 feet. The question here is not at what time will the park ranger first find a height over 14 feet. And that will be the Sunday next day morning at 7 a.m. That's more of a wording thing, you need to be careful. I underline the word or, otherwise I would have picked Saturday 7 p.m. It's not that you guys don't know, it's just it's a small details, okay? That's why I always tell in ACT, sometimes people walk in and say it was difficult. No, it's actually the small things that changes your score, fluctuates your scores. Okay, then is, I still have to do 23, I'll get to that one, so I'm gonna go to 26. 26, the width of a rectangle is twice the length, so 2 times L, this is length, and the area is 72. So area is defined as length times width, so L times 2L is equal to 72. Divide 2 by both sides, so it'll be L squared is equal to 36, then you square root that, length is 6. Who has this one? Okay. Does it make sense? So when you put 6 here, this is 6, this is 12, 6 times 12 is 72. This would have a negative fudge factor. I can tell you right now, this would have a negative. Sounds good? Again, you guys need to ask questions. You know, I was very happy that you guys asked these questions. That's the whole point of it. 27. Parallelogram, of course, if you guys don't draw it, you're screwed. That's just start and the end right there. Like, I know, look at this, how I was doing this is how I was doing it. Nothing different. I like to put myself in a student's seat always. When you ask me something, you know, I can do this at home and there's no anxiety for me, right? I want to feel like how you feel, the time, stress. So, but nothing changes the fact that any geometric question, the first thing is you draw. Parallelogram ABCD, so ABCD, very important. As a perimeter of 64, that's sum of 4 sides. AB is 12. So if this is 12, this will be 12. Opposite sides of a parallelogram are congruent. This is X, this is X. So 24 here, and the perimeter is 64. So 64 minus 24 is 40. The remaining goes to these two combined. 2x is 40, x is 20. Make sense? Who asked this question? Make sense? I would expect these to have a negative fudge factor as well. Okay? But this one, I would expect to have a positive fudge factor. And I had to read this question twice. You cannot solve something if you don't understand the question, right? You can do something about it. You feel like you're doing something, physically speaking. But if you don't understand, You will get it wrong. So, I thought this was an excellent word problem, okay, where you have to break it down step by step by step. A pedestrian bridge used as an outdoor market. So this is my bridge right here. That's the goal. You got to picturize it, right? If there is a pedestrian bridge where the market is going to be set up, the whole thing will be set up, right? And is divided into eastbound and westbound side. So east and west, nobody cares. On each side, there is a 16-foot wide lane dedicated to foot traffic. 16 here, 16 here. East side, west side, if you want to go that way. So I drew it. So I can see showing different ways so you know what I'm talking about. Then on each side there is and then there's a 10-foot wide lane for browsing and purchasing. So this is where this is their walking, this is their browsing, right? 10 feet each. And this is where the stalls are. And 9-foot wide row for stalls, right? So stalls are here, people are here, and people are buying here, people are walking here, right? I was trying to imagine this bridge, right? Takes 10-30 seconds extra, I understand that. Once I understand what the hell is going on with the problem, mathematically speaking, this is just an easy problem. But drawing and picturizing the problem is key aspect to any geometry-based problem. So I was thinking, okay, if I were to be a person who want to buy something, what would I see? Well, there are stalls in the middle, right? There is a purchasing lane, there is a walking lane, and they're repeated this side. Then I was like, okay, I want to show you guys how much I struggled drawing this. I want to be honest with you guys because I was trying to understand how I was trying to draw this. I was like, okay, this doesn't look like a freaking free market here, right? So I was like, okay, this is not making sense to me. Then I reread this. Okay, they're doing the whole open market. Okay, that's all. So that's why I'm saying I don't want to hide this and say, oh, this is easy. No, I had difficulty drawing this because I was not trying to understand. But when I took a step back and tried to imagine what was going on, click. Okay, I still have to do 23, by the way, so I'll get to that one. But most important is, if you're not asked this question, you're not going to learn things. Okay. All right, let's go 31 to 40. Are you guys ready? Okay. DGA HDH AHD and 40 is H. Questions? Yeah.
Number 36.
Yeah.
39.
Online students, I would love for you to participate. Don't be a stranger. If you have something, please speak up. Yeah.
Number 35.
Huh?
40.
Last call. All right. You guys will be doing now just the 5 questions, 41 to 45. 41 to 45, and you'll have 7 minutes. 41 to 45, 7 minutes, go. All right, 7 minutes. So let's go to question number 23. So there is a swimming pool. There's a 2 lanes of boys who is basically for to have a lane swimming and a recreational swimming and so forth. The question is how much is the area those lanes will occupy. So each buoy is to find the area is pi r squared. Diameter is 1.25 meters, so radius is divided by 2. So this is squared times pi, and there's a total of 40. 20 here, 20 here, so total 40. So the total area is 40 times this, which is approximately 49 point something. Who asked this one? Make sense? So in a real test, John Paul, you know what I would do is, I would do this, okay, write this, and that's all I would write. And because you know you don't want to do this in the calculator so that you can conserve time. You know, when I'm doing this, I really hope you don't do this in the real. This is the teaching portion of it, not do this one. I would still maybe it may not be just detailed, but this one I would draw. This one. So the question is how much to write is a skill. You practice basically. Let's go to 36, and this is what I would do in the real test. Somebody asked about 36. So there's a rug which is she bought was for 6 feet by 8 feet, so it's 48 feet right now. Okay, the area of the rug. She thought it was small, so she ordered a rug that is double the size of the original one, which is 96. The width is 6 feet here. The one she ordered had a 1.5 feet of that, which is 9. So the question is, what should be the length so that the area fits in 96? So it'll be 9 times length times width. 9x is 96. So x is equal to 10.67 feet, which is 10 2/3, I think. So that's what they do. Make sense? What I would like you guys to do right now, so put a sticky note, a piece of paper right on page number 40, where the question 41 is. That's page number 54. Just put it out. Don't do anything. Don't touch anything. Don't do any questions. Just put a sticky note there because that's where we're going to start. So we're going to grade 41 to 45. I'm going to be working on these questions as well so that this is what we're going to be focusing. And next week, by the way, is a very important class for you guys. And I know that if you missed, you can watch it. But so we have a guest math lecturer, okay? She has been with us for the last 10 years. She has never taught ACT, but after we are seeing all the changes that have happened in ACT math with this, so we have made changes. She has been tutoring my son for the last 2 years. She's been our first tutor we have hired, okay? You'll see her. She's damn good, okay? And she is coming here to teach a specific topic, okay? She'll be here only one time. Sounds good? I really hope you guys don't miss it because you're gonna learn more than you'll learn in the school as well. Online students, I'll see you guys next week. Face-to-face students, if you can help with the teardown, that'll be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Have a good night. It's getting dark out, so bye-bye.